5% of the world lives in the United States, 300 million people. There's 7 billion people in this world. The opportunities for American companies are external to America.
If you're an American company and you're not exporting, you're shutting yourself out of 95% of the global consumer base.
World trade to Los Angeles is a multi-billion dollar endeavor.
85% of California companies don't export, and yet we've got fantastic goods and services.
Whether or not you are directly or indirectly involved in international trade, it will affect your life.
Most people don't realize that so much of our daily lives are based on international trade.
If you take a look at anywhere you go, anything you buy, that product probably has some component that's from overseas.
It's important to remind people that trade matters, from what you wear to where you go to what you buy to what you eat. Trade matters.
I believe businesses in the Southern California area should get involved in World Trade Week simply for survival.
Particularly those companies that want to expand their businesses outside of the United States.
If they get involved with World Trade Week, then they find out what it's all about. It opens up opportunities and new markets for those companies.
And World Trade Week highlights the diversity of products, the diversity of people.
And World Trade Week, with the ports and the airport, and particularly the Chamber, shows that we are involved, and if you want to be involved, there's great opportunities for you.
World Trade Week is a great celebration of all the jobs and the economic activity that imports and exports bring to Southern California.
Los Angeles is where World Trade Week originated.
And so for the last 86, 87 years, we've been doing this every year. No other city celebrates World Trade Week as we do.
This is the industry that drives California.
Southern California is to international trade what Hollywood is to the movie industry.
World Trade Week is an opportunity for Los Angeles to roll out the global welcome mat, to show the world its leadership position in trade.
We have on the west coast of the Americas an unbroken chain of free trade agreements from the Arctic to the Antarctic, with the sole exception of Ecuador. And what is the largest port complex along that axis? Well, it's Los Angeles and Long Beach.
43% of all the goods that come into the United States comes through the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach and Los Angeles International Airport.
We're serving not only as a gateway for our region to the Pacific, but for the entire nation.
International business creates more sales. More sales is the need for more manufacturing. More manufacturing is the need for more jobs. So it goes the full circle. And I think it's very important for the Chamber to step up like they have and says, listen everybody, we need to pay attention to international trade. And if you're not involved in international trade, you should be.
It's the strength of the LA Chamber as the #1 business organization in Los Angeles that gives it the gravitas to bring together the ambassadors and the representatives. And so World Trade Week creates a one-stop shop for businesses that want to be able to reach out to a global platform. I think World Trade Week in the future becomes more and more important because you can overfly Los Angeles now. So if Los Angeles doesn't continue and grow its emphasis on world trade, we will be flown over for other cities in the United States.
So we have to be ahead of the game, and we have to be competitive. We need to interest the younger generation in trade.
We really need to invest in tomorrow's leaders today, and we showcased educational programs with events such as World Trade Week.
And it's incredibly important to get this message out to high school students.
What World Trade Week does with the scholarship program is a great growth in the right direction.
The beauty of having high school students see the light go on when they begin to understand that they live in a global world.
So if the youth of America not only can Twitter with the guy down the block or guy across the street, but they also can Twitter with the guy in China or anywhere else and get relationship going, and relationship building it leads to business, and business is what everyone's looking for.
Our hope for World Trade Week in the future is that almost every business in Southern California would be paying attention to the opportunities they have for economic growth through exports and imports.
And we think having World Trade Week and investing in it year after year, it just keeps getting better.
World Trade Week's fun.
It's very diverse in the community that it brings together.
It's an opportunity to collaborate. It's an opportunity to network.
World Trade Week is important, it's exciting, and it's a great educational opportunity. No region in the country celebrates World Trade Week with the intensity and the excitement of Southern California.